All right, so we are with Alejandro. Alejandro, you are in the San Fernando Valley in California. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Super. What kind of real estate are you working with?
Typically, I deal in multifamily and development, apartment buildings in general.
Cool. What made you think about getting started in syndicating real estate?
Well, a lot of the skill sets you learn as a brokerage can, I believe, help you elevate to do a syndication. And with some of the syndications I've witnessed, it just seemed the natural next step to, also be part of that game and make money, essentially.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we're here to make money, right? So,
Exactly.
what are you learning in the altitude program?
A lot of just very, very detailed information that I'm reviewing again, which is nice for me, but also now uh, it goes sort of twofold. In one case, I'm learning just the syndication parts, the legalese that goes with it, and how to set that up. So that's obvious when it comes to trying to, if you're applying for altitude, you're obviously going to get that portion of learning. But the other benefit I find is that I'm getting a sort of perspective of what an investor is looking at when they're not looking at a large property to purchase on their own, when they want to be part of real estate but are looking at the just to have a smaller sharehold of the property. And that has been a very enlightening experience, because now I'm seeing it through another perspective that I don't traditionally see with many investors.
Yeah, because that's a good point, because you're transitioning from being the broker to being an owner yourself, right? And so
Right.
you start looking at it from that point of view. What part of it has been kind of the most eye-opening? Is it that perspective, or?
Um, it it surprised me a lot just seeing that perspective from that angle, but more eye-opening was just more the legal that one has to shift through, because you really want to just handle that
Yeah,
carefully. Want to be sure you're following the SEC guidelines, because there's just stuff I'm just not aware of in terms of, like, there's still questions I want to clarify in terms of who am I allowed to contact, who can I mass market this to.
sure.
One wants to be very, very, very careful. So that has been more eye-opening for me.
Okay, cool. I know you're working on your first syndication. What sort of are you thinking in terms of what you're targeting for getting a return for your investors? Do you have a pro forma put together, or do you have an idea about where you're trying to hit that right now?
Yeah. Well, because it's apartment buildings and it's multifamily, a very desired asset class, you have to take into account that you're not going to get as much return as you would, say, a retailer office or what have you, right?
Yeah,
So
you're not getting
conservatively,
30%.
yeah,
So
exactly. But you're getting a very secure asset.
right.
So conservatively with this one, I'm marking it at 12, but with the expectation we can reach 15 to 16%,
Cool. Awesome.
which I think is reasonable.
Yeah, I think you should be able to hit that. What are you looking to take home yourself as the syndicator?
Oy, what I dream about, six figures. Not too greedy up there, but I don't know, 300, 400K throughout the lifetime of the hold.
Yeah,
So,
that should be totally realistic.
mhm.
Cool. I mean, it makes it, if you do just a few of these a year, you've got really quite a good income coming in, don't you say?
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely the goal. I mean, you don't want to do just one and say, all right, just let it sit there. No, you
Right.
get the
Yeah. Do
next.
the next, do the next, do the next.
Exactly. And that's actually a follow-up question I had for you in the future is, how do you stagger these
Yeah.
to where, it's not taking away all
Overwhelming.
of your energy and overwhelming, but still,
Yeah, we definitely need to talk about that. What
mhm.
would you say to people looking to join Altitude Syndication Founders Club?
If you're ready to evolve into the next step, this is a very, very good program
Awesome.
to be part of. I mean, Tilden, you go into so much detail,
Thank you.
and I just wished I had more time to absorb it in. So this is all for me. I just have to learn time efficiency. So no, this is it's it goes over stuff I already knew, but then in a more depth perspective, again, you're going back to the legal aspects of it, and in some ways how to handle smaller time investors who are not as sophisticated either.
Right. Right.
So it's very, very educational.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking to us today, and I appreciate it. We'll see you on the
Thank you for
next
having
one.
me.
All right.
All right,
Thanks.
take care.